Okay, so this class is going to be about creating landing pages using command. So if that's what you came here for, you're in the right spot. If not, hopefully you learned something. So just to kind of start off here, let me share my screen with you. So what is a landing page? Why is it called a landing page? Well, it's called a landing page because that's where you land when you click on a link. So let me just give you an example of what this might look like, and then we'll go into how exactly we're going to create it. Normally these classes I teach are about an hour, but I don't believe this one will go that long. It's kind of a simple process how to do that. So we are going to, I'm on command here. I'm just going to go down to consumer, the last tab there, and show you. It automatically takes you to landing pages. That's this first tab. If you have never made one, you're not going to have these. I have several because I've made quite a few of them. But essentially, a landing page, click on this one here that I've made recently, is just a website that your ad, whatever ad you're running, is going to take the consumer to. So this is their endpoint. This is where they're going to end up after they click on your ad. So Keller Williams has some templates, and it makes it very easy just to drag and drop. And that's how I created this one. So as you can see, it looks pretty sharp. At the beginning, it says, or at the top, it says KW. Over here on the right, you've got my contact information and my picture. Here is the main picture for this listing. This is pending. This is an older one. So it has basic information about my listing. It has the property description, and that is just pulled from my marketing remarks on the MLS. These are also pulled from the MLS. A slideshow of some pictures, some more details, where the property is located. And then at the end, I just throw in a little form saying how you can get in contact with me. So what happens is they're scrolling through the consumer is scrolling through their Facebook. They see your ad, they click on it, and then it's going to take them to a page that makes them give up some contact information. So it will have them put in their name, their email, or their phone number, hopefully both, but sometimes they only give one or the other. And then command will take that information and put it right into your contact. You have their information. So they gave you that. So what do they get? Well, they get access to this page. So what I do is when I run an ad on Facebook, I don't put all of the information in the ad. Like I usually won't put the price. I might say, oh, 3-bed, 2-bath in charming Grandville. Click for more information. Or have you ever seen a garage this big? Or I don't know, something to intrigue them. And they click the link, they give you their information, and then this page is what they ultimately want to get to. So this gives them the most information. So you could do something from the Flex MLS too, but today we're just concentrating on how to create one of these pages. So here's how we do that. Questions about what a landing page is, or what purpose it serves? Okay.
Heather, do you need a full website to build these, or can it be specific to an ad?
It can be specific to an ad. All that it's doing is creating one standalone page. So even if you go like to your KW website, for example, you won't be able to find this page. It's just all by itself.
Is this something that we could email to people?
Mm-hmm.
This webpage?
Yep. Yeah, and after I create one, I'll go through how to do that as well.
Okay.
Yep. Just remind me if I forget.
I will.
So let's start out just on your KW homepage. You can be on any of these pages, and this should look the same on the left. So you're going to go all the way to the bottom where it says consumer. Now, up in the upper right-hand corner here, it says create a new site. Click on that. And now, and this kind of goes along with your question. If you clicked on my agent site, then that would be connected to your website, but that's not what we're wanting to do in this case. We want to go as a standalone page. So click that, create page. Okay, and now this is what my website is going, or what my web page is going to look like. As you can see, there's nothing. It's just a blank page. So to start off with, I'm just going to name it. And I do have a listing going live today, so I am going to make a page for that. So there's the address. That's just, no one else is going to see that. That's just for my own reference, so I know what I'm clicking on, what I'm editing. So I've got that, and I just use 3 things typically for this. At the top, I will put a branded header. And this might say someone else's information. Don't worry about that for now. If it doesn't pull it automatically, because we can change that in a minute. So I've got the branded header. And now what I want to do is pull this listing. Just drag and drop over here. And again, this is not my listing. It's just a generic one, but it will look something like this. So this is just kind of a placeholder for right now. And then I am going to put, well, I always put, where is that? Lead form. I'm going to drag that down below that. And I'm actually going to also add a video, which I have not done very much, but I made a parody of Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire" and renamed it "We're Gonna Need a Buyer," and rewrote all the lyrics and made a video. So I'm gonna enter that in here today. So I have this extra video one.
That is awesome.
I'll share it with you. I had a lot of fun making it. So. Okay, so once you have dragged and dropped everything that you want, you're going to go over to configure widgets. And now you could make a different page or add whatever you want really in here. They have other things like a market snap. Actually, that can be a little useful. Maybe I'll put that in here too. So this is going to show you. So the listing that I have going live today is in Creston. So it would say Creston neighborhood trends. And then it would just have some statistics right there. There's also your local expert. I don't even know what that is. You can just kind of play around with these though. Download my app, testimonial capture form. So that is, you might use that on a different page for previous clients. Maybe you say, hey, go to this page, and it's a testimonial capture form. So they type in what they liked about you, how many stars they give you, all that stuff. And then it creates a little image with their review of you. Anyway, I'm not doing that today though. I am making a page. So we're going to go to configure widgets down here on the bottom right hand corner. And now you can see it has checked off what it thinks is good to go. Branded header. Yeah, I don't need to edit anything there, so I don't even need to click on that. Listing. I need to browse the listings and hopefully it shows up already. There it is. So I'm going to click select on my listing. And now you'll see I can change the listing if I mistakenly pick the wrong one. And I can pick whatever image I want to go for this main image here. I'm just going to pick, I like this one from the side. So I'll select that. It doesn't, you'll see this hasn't changed. That won't happen until I click save and apply. So I'll do that now, save and apply. And now there's my main page. It pulled this from the MLS. It pulled this from the MLS. Goes through a slideshow of some pictures. And it has a map of where it's located. Okay, so now on to my next widget. Those are called widgets, which is my video. So we're gonna need a buyer. I don't think I need a description really, they can figure it out. So I'm not gonna put anything in there. Use a video URL. So I hate when Zoom does this, go away. Probably can't see it. I have a little drop down bar because I'm screen sharing. Okay, I want to if it pops up. We're gonna need a buyer. Yep, there we are. Okay. So this is my video. It's reeled up.
Love it.
So what I'm gonna do is go to share, take this URL, copy it. And then just going to put that right here. Save and apply. So now you have to scroll down every time, but I still have all of this from the MLS. And now, as you can see, I changed, we're gonna need a buyer. It has that right there. And then it has my video. They can click play. And that'll just go ahead and play the video for them.
That's great.
Get rid of. I don't want this popping up where it says this is a description for your video, and I'm not sure if it's going to, so I just put a space in here so that it just gets rid of those words. Yeah, got rid of the words. I hope this is still working. Looks like it should. Okay, and then down here now it's editing this Creston Market Snap. 505. Creston. I don't know if I
So
need
it doesn't pull that from the MLS. You
say
need
that
to-
again, Nan.
It doesn't pull that from the MLS or the address.
No, it doesn't. And I
You just pick
don't
the
know
name.
why. What?
You just pick the neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I did that and now it says Creston Neighborhood Trends. And I suppose that's because this isn't, it's a different widget that I dragged over than this one. And that could be because maybe you're not advertising a listing. Maybe you just want to show someone what the neighborhood trends are, and then you'd have to enter that information. They're just acting a little independently of each other. So this is Creston. Here are the statistics about the active houses that are active on the market right now and those that have been recently sold. So I think I'm going to leave that on there because, as you can see, we're listed at 144.9. If buyers are looking at this, they're going to say, oh, the average listing price is 161. What a deal. So I'm going to leave that on here. And then I click this little next arrow to go to my next widget, which is this one, Interested, Let's Talk. And really the only thing that you can change here is that title, that interest. I think that's fine. I mean, I could say, want more information. Once I click save and apply, it says that down there. You can't edit these fields, which is unfortunate, but they're pretty standard fields, I would say. First name, last name, email address, phone number, and then you leave a note. Need more info. But is what I'll say. Okay, and then that's it. So I have my header. I have my listing, which it drew all of this from the MLS and the map. I have my video, which isn't, I usually don't put that in there. That's just, I happen to do that for this one. I have my Creston neighborhood trends, so consumers can see what's going on in this neighborhood. And then if they need to contact me, they have this thing at the bottom. Any questions about that so far?
No.
Okay, so I can save the landing page and that's just going to save a draft of it and nobody else can go to it yet. If I click publish, people can actually go to this page. It's available for others to see.
What's the difference between save landing page at the top there or save and apply at the bottom?
Save and apply is just for these widgets. So when I click, like this is the lead form and click save and apply, it's updating here. If I just save it, it's saving the entire page, the entire project. And that I might want to use that if I have to take a phone call and run away and need to come back to this later. And I'll click Save Landing Page. Then later I can come back and access it. So I am going to click Publish Page, which also saves it and makes it available to the public. Would you like to publish this as a landing page? This will make it visible to others. Yes. Okay, so now you can see this little green thing means that it's published. If I don't want people to see it anymore, maybe I put that link out there and then the house is under contract. So if anyone happens to find it, I don't want them to be able to see it anymore because it's already under contract. I could click this and now it's inactive. So if I do that, nobody, even if they have this long URL, they still can't access it. But I want people to be able to access it. So I'm going to turn that to green. Yes. And now this leads, that will tell me, as you can see, it's not usually very successful. I got one lead here, but that's just saying if somebody goes to the bottom of that lead form at the bottom and types in their information, they're counting that as a lead. So that means someone sent me a message.
Will people,
Oh, go ahead.
will people still be able to see all the information even if they don't fill out the lead form?
Yes, if they don't fill out the thing at the bottom there, they won't be able to. But when you're running an ad, you click on the ad, it has like a little translucent gray screen that pops up and says to continue, enter your information.
Okay.
That information they have to enter in order to access this page.
Okay.
So adding another lead form like I did at the bottom is a little redundant. Oh well, I do it anyway. Doesn't hurt anything, I figure. So now if I click on this, get you guys out of the way, I have this little bar of your videos up there. If I click on this, it's going to open a new tab. And now this is what it's going to look like when somebody clicks on a link for this page. So just like it looked in the editor. There we go. Now, a couple other things you can do here. You'll see there's pages.kw.com/myname/669324. I'm guessing that's some number they've assigned to me as an agent. And then there's just a bunch of random numbers and letters here. You'll notice here, I actually put the address. It was 316127th. I put 316127th here. I could change that by clicking on these three dots, clicking change URL. And that's this part right here that I can edit. So I'm going to change that to the address 1550 North. There you go. So now that's a little bit easier for people to remember if they were to type that in. Chances are they're just going to click on it. But if they had to type it in for some reason, that makes it just a little cleaner too. So I have a web page now. And now I forget who it was that asked, but if you wanted to share this, if you didn't put it in a Facebook ad, you don't have to put it in a Facebook ad. All you have to do is copy and paste this URL. I'm going to highlight that and I'm going to hold down Control-C because that's a shortcut for copying. If you're on a Mac, you would hold down Command-C. And I'm going to click on that and maybe I'll send it to my mom. No, I don't have her in there. Put somebody in there. And then
You can send it to me, Heather.
okay, I'll send it to Anne. Page link. Okay, so I just, in order to put this here, let me show you that again. Again, I held Control-V because that's a shortcut for pasting. Or if you're on a Mac, Command, the little like, I don't know, circly square in the middle thing. Command-V. That's just going to paste that there. And I'll click send. So now we can do a little experiment here. And if you want to check your email, you can go in and see if that works. It should work. You should be able to just click on it and it will open up that page for you. that's about it. I created the page in 23 minutes, but it took a bit longer just because I was explaining everything. If I were to just go in and make a page and just drag them over like I usually do, it takes me maybe 10 minutes.
It worked, Heather.
Oh, good. So then Anne should have a copy of that up on her browser. Yeah, so like I said, I mean, it's pretty easy to do all that. Doesn't take a lot of time. Do you have any questions about any of that?
When you put it in Facebook, do you just copy and paste the link and then delete the link out so that like the thumbnail shows
Exactly.
Facebook? Okay.
So then you can just paste or just share that page with all your friends. Doesn't have to be an ad.
Awesome.
Yep.
Sure.
Cool. Any more questions?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Thank
When
you.
when I was trying in the past to do a landing page,
Mhm.
I came up with a map at Barton, and I didn't realize I had to go through the whole process and save before it would give me the right
Right.
map. So
Yeah,
now
it's a little confusing if you haven't done it before. I wish that it looked a little more user friendly, but once you understand how to do it, then
right.
it's pretty easy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, well, if you guys need anything, my email, let me find the chat here, is just my name, heatherhuber@kw.com. I'm just gonna put it in here in case you need it for anything. And if you want me to send you a recording of this class today, just so you can go back and reference things, just feel free to leave your email in the chat here. And then I can shoot me an email and say, hey, can I have a recording? And I will say absolutely, and just send it on over. All right.
Yes.
Okay, well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.